Hey y'all, I'm Val with Our Forever Farm. So today we're going to make sour cream. Now there is a European sour cream called Crème Fraîche, I believe is the name. You can buy it in the store, and I'm pretty sure. And then there's sour cream like we eat, Americans, United States. So there is a milk just like this, heavy whipping cream that doesn't have the heavy on it. And we're making it from store-bought items. So I could not find, or I did not get on my delivery, the plain whipping cream, which the only difference between this heavy whipping cream and the whipping cream in a carton is the fat content. So the crème fraîche is just, it just has more fat. It's just richer. So it doesn't bother me making this at all. I still call it sour cream. But if you can find just the whipping cream, you'll be making sour cream just like we have in the store, just like you buy. So this jar, get a clean jar. You don't have to sterilize it. Just wash it good, let it dry. Don't have any moisture in it. And it has measurements on it. So I'm going to do 16 ounces. I usually do 8. But I've got some recipes that I'm going to use some sour cream for, and we just ran out of sour cream on our baked potatoes last night. So that's 16 ounces of heavy whipping cream. Now I'm going to need heavy whipping cream, but I can do that too. So, all right, now we've got buttermilk. Now, this is pasteurized, and it's okay. They say it's not good to do the ultra pasteurized, but you do need cultured whole buttermilk, which means it has the live cultures in it. It does say pasteurized cultured whole milk buttermilk. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons of this in here. I know a lot of people, my kids are going to say buttermilk, and they've ate it 100 times. And that's it. It's just 2 ingredients. You put your buttermilk in, all you're going to do is take a knife, a spoon, and you're just going to stir your buttermilk into your heavy whipping cream. Again, I call this sour cream, but it's actually crème fraîche. Now, if you want to make sour cream, you need to find the carton that says just whipping cream. Honestly, I can't tell the difference. I think this is so good. Next, we're just going to put our lid on very loosely. That's all we're going to do. And this is just one of those lids that you can buy at the store. It's made for canning jars, but you just want to keep that very loose. I remember one time when I made Vicki's cornbread, and if you haven't saw that video, I'll link it in the description box too. But one time I made it, and it just did not turn out good. And she questioned me on what all I used. And I used exactly what she did. I said cornmeal, shortening, and buttermilk. And she said, wait a minute, did you use whole cultured buttermilk? And I said, I don't know. We looked in the refrigerator, and it was low-fat buttermilk, which means it didn't have the live cultures. You have to have the live cultures to make this sour cream at home. This is so easy. Now, before prices were so high, and I used to keep a lot of heavy whipping cream and whipping cream. But now when I ask for whipping cream on delivery, they want to give me the whipping cream that's already made. It's weird. Anyway, I just tightened that. We're going to leave this loose. We want to set it somewhere warm in our kitchen, and we want to leave it for 12 to 24 hours. I actually set mine in the microwave. You can set it in the oven with the light on, or you can set it in the microwave. I'm not in a real big hurry for it. So how do you know when this is done? How you know this is done is that it has the consistency of sour cream. All we're doing is souring our milk. If you used raw milk, which I'm hoping to do that soon, I'm so excited, you wouldn't use the culture because the cream has the culture in it. So you would just pour your raw milk in a jar and let it sit out to sour. It's very easy. Sour cream, crème fraîche, whichever one you want to call it, I just call it sour cream, is so easy to make. And sometimes I buy it, sometimes I make it. But I'll show you in 12 to 24 hours what this is going to look like. And it could take up to 24 hours. And you can make a smaller batch too. And let me tell you while I'm thinking about it, once it's the consistency and the taste that you want, you can put it in the refrigerator and it will be good for 2 weeks. Well, it's like 24 hours later and I wanted to show you my sour cream. Everybody that's come here, I'm so excited I show it to them. It's like my baby. I have not done this since my children were little. I believe it was in the Tightwad Gazette that I learned this. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was the Tightwad Gazette. Look at this, sour cream or crème fraîche, whichever one you want to call it. I call it sour cream. But look at that, 24 hours. All it is heavy whipping cream. And if you can find just whipping cream, that'll make it more like what the United States has. It's called sour cream. This is more like crème fraîche. It has lots of fat in it. Look at that, just like sour cream. It's not quite as sour as sour cream. The more it sits, it will be. This will stay good in your refrigerator for 2 weeks, and this won't last 2 weeks. So if you don't have a quick recipe that you're having to do and say you're out of sour cream, you can whip you up some the day before. So easy, much, much more economical and much better for you because it doesn't have all the ingredients that the store-bought does. Sour cream or crème fraîche. I mean, seriously, this is the way to go. I love it. I'm so excited about it. So I'm going to show you some more dairy things and some spice mixes and things like that as we go along. But I'm just so excited. So now this goes in the refrigerator. I'm so proud of this. And I hope y'all try it. It's so easy. And this is heavy whipping cream that has sat on the counter for 24 hours with a couple of tablespoons of buttermilk in it. And look what I made. Sour cream. It's another skill, y'all. This is what we need to know. We need to know things like this. And I love it. I told my girls that back in the 80s, we got married in 78, and back in the 80s, I mean, literally, you know, I had 4 little babies at home. I stayed at home all the time. I had to do what I could to stay at home. Making sour cream was one of those things. I made a lot of things, and it's bringing it all back to my memory. I love rethinking it, and now with the economy the way it is, I think it's a good time for us to learn skills. And 2 of my son-in-laws came today and helped move some stuff around that I needed moved around. And thank you, Brian and Lane, and our grandson Davis, he helps a lot. Lane was telling me today, he said he was watching a movie and it was like the end of the world, supposedly, and people were having to learn to make bread and mill their wheat and all. He said it's good to know these things, like making mayonnaise, making sour cream, making homemade bread. These are all things we need to know. I hope you try it. Try the sour cream. It's so easy. You can even half the recipe. Do 8 ounces of heavy whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of buttermilk, still do 2 tablespoons, and put the lid on loosely and set it on the counter or in your microwave or somewhere where it'll stay warm, and leave it for 12 to 24 hours. Mine took it really took 18 hours, but I didn't put it in the fridge till 24. I'm very proud of it. I hope you try it because you're going to be amazed. So any of you that saw this in the last video, the pantry challenge video, now you know it's homemade sour cream. Isn't this something? Y'all go cook something.